Namaskar everyone. So today in this video I will be demonstrating Hatha Yoga Sun Salutation. In Hatha Yoga Sun Salutation there are 12 poses in a flow. So basically when you perform these 12 poses in a flow it becomes half set of salutation, and in order to complete the full set we have to repeat the same with the other leg. So it's like the first round you will start with right leg, and the second round you will start with the left leg, and all together it will become a one full set of sun salutation. Altogether 24 poses. Okay. So I will demonstrate first and then later I will go through with step by step in each poses what are the instructions. Okay. Let's start. So this was the Hatha Yoga Sun Salutation, set of 12 posture in a flow. So basically the first round you start with your right leg, and then next round you will do with your left leg, and then it will become a one full set of sun salutation. Okay. Now let me take you step by step in each pose. The first, normally we call it Samastiti. Stand straight, making sure the body weight on your feet parallel. Sometimes you will notice that some people like they're trying to open up their chest and shoulders back and making a huge arch in their back. So please avoid this. Try to keep your back straight, pelvis a bit forward, shoulder in a relaxing position, not like an army's chest. Keeping shoulders straight and tip of the fingers facing towards the floor and looking straight. That's the Samastiti position. The next pose, Pranam Mudra, Pranamasana. Inhale, raising your both arms up, trying to bring your elbows together and then slowly bringing palm in front of your chest. Now in this very important part, making sure that your elbows are not together. Some people what they do is like tend to be there keeping their elbow a bit closer. When you keep your elbow closer, shoulder will come a bit forward. So what you need to do, palm slightly down and then elbow slightly up. So in that way, your shoulder is feeling more relaxed, not in leaning forward. Okay. Pranam Mudra, keeping your both legs straight, body weight on your feet parallel, palm slightly down, elbow sideways, shoulder in a relaxing position. Now from here with inhale, slowly raising your both arms up and arching your back. Now in this, the important part when you are arching your back, making sure that you are not pushing your pelvis too much forward. Do not bend your knees. Okay. Here, what we are trying to do, we are giving slightly arch to our back. So do not think of bending too much or like forcing yourself. Very important. Try to balance both legs, like balance on the floor, body weight on your both feet parallel, and a slight arch, chest facing up, head in a relaxing position, making sure that do not overstretch your neck. Head in a relaxing position. There's one more common mistakes people does. Every time when you look up, people try to tend to lift their eyebrows upward. So eyebrows need to be relaxed, gently looking up. Do not overstretch your neck. Okay? So from here, both arms up, inhale, and with inhale, slowly arching your back. As you are coming forward, Padhastasana, arms close to your ear. Make sure that your arm is not coming first and then you're bending your forward. Okay. What you need to do, leg need to be straight, upper body is going in one position. So no need to make a hinge on your back, no need to overstretch your lower back, no need to make an arch. So keeping back straight from here as you're coming forward, slowly with exhale, your arm and back together, coming forward, 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 and then finally your palm on the floor. Now here important part, palm besides your feet. Okay, the final position, heel of the palm needs to be in line of heel of your feet. That is the final position. But so then only you will be able to touch your abdomen on your thigh. Now it's very common mistakes what people does, thinking of bringing their forehead towards the knee. So if you are aiming to bring forehead towards the knee, there's possibility you will make an arch, like the hinge on your back. Back need to be flat. So the aim is abdomen towards the thigh, chest towards the knee, and then head will come a slight more forward. Okay. For the beginner level, what you can do, if you cannot touch the floor, completely fine. With each exhale, like you can hold if you want to, just to get more flexibility, and try to tap tip of the fingers on the floor, or you can simply place palm on your shin bone, head relaxed. If you can touch tip of the fingers on the floor, then your next aim, try to bring palm towards the floor. If you can place palm on the floor, then your next aim is to bring palm close to your feet, and the final aim, heel of the palm and heel of the feet in a same line, and then in that way you will be easily able to touch your abdomen on the thigh, chest slightly more forward, and then forehead towards the shin bone. Okay, making sure without forcing yourself. Give time to your body. With the practice, it will be more easier. Okay? Padhastasana. Now from here, Aswasanchalan Asana. Inhale, right leg back. If you have enough flexibility and aiming with the practice to step back your leg in just one time. Alright? If you are not able to do, or due to have less mobility, less flexibility, then you can slightly bend your knees and then you can go slowly and then adjust. Otherwise, with one time, inhale with exhale, right leg back, knee on the floor, and slightly look up. Again, eyebrows need to be relaxed, gently looking up without overstretching your neck, and hold here. Now in this, the standard pose, keeping your heel and knee in one position, you can place tip of the fingers and then gently look up, or palm, knee can come slightly forward and palm. If you have a good flexibility, then you may try bending your knee more and then look up, or with more advanced variation, you can slowly raise your arms up and arching your back, or placing tip of the fingers, or open up your chest. Otherwise, if you do not have enough flexibility, that's fine. You can gently hold here and look up. Okay. Next pose from here. Placing palm firmly on the floor, step back the left leg, Santolan Asana, plank pose. So we will inhale, left leg back and hold here. Very good position for your core. It really helps to build the strength on your core. Important, wrist, shoulder in a same line. Making sure your heel is not going back. You need to push your heel forward, so your heel and toes will come in a same line. Head facing down. Do not overstretch up, overstretch down. Just in a relaxing position. Santolan Asana. Holding this exhalation, knee, chest and chin on the floor. So we call this pose Ashtang Naman. Ashtang means 8. Ang means part of the body. So 8 parts of the body are touching the floor. Your feet, 2 knees, palm, chest and chin. So that's why we call it Ashtang Naman. Important here. When you will bend your knees, make sure you're bending your knees backward, not sideways. If you will bend your knees sideways, it's gonna hurt your arms and it requires lots of strength. Okay? So the proper pose is bending your knees backward, then knees, chest and chin touching the floor. Now from here, feet flat, inhale, cobra position, Bhujanga Asana. One of the most popular posture in yoga. In Hatha Yoga we do Bhujanga Asana. Okay. Rest of the style they do upward dog, which is slightly different from this. So in the Bhujanga Asana, below the navel point, it's on the floor. Okay. Navel can be come up 2-3 inches, like can come up, but below the navel part needs to be on the floor. Your legs needs to be together, ankle needs to be together. Okay? So here, ankle needs to be together, knees need to be together and upper body slightly up, opening up your chest. Make sure, one of the most common mistakes people does, what they do, they try to keep their elbow straight. So that's, in that way, shoulder come up like this. So basically this is not good for your shoulder. What you need to do, shoulder need to be relaxed and it need to come forward. Your chest need to come forward. Shoulder needs to go backward completely. In order to do this, what you need to do, you can bend your elbow slightly. Alright? So we are on this position, Ashtang Naman, foot flat, slightly forward, chest forward, elbow bend, shoulder completely back and gently look up. Making sure your eyebrows are relaxed, forehead muscles are relaxed and looking up. If you are finding challenge on this position, what you can do, you can go a little bit down or you can also do Sphinx pose for the beginner level, completely fine on that. Alright? So, Bhujangasana, cobra position, toes on the floor, inhale and Parvatasana. Feet together, knee stretch. Making sure in the Parvatasana, mountain pose, do not lock your knees. There are 2 postures which is very common in yoga. In Hatha Yoga, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. In other style of yoga, Ashtanga, Vinyasa or Iyengar Yoga, we call it upward dog position. Okay. The major difference between both this posture, cobra position below the navel part is on the floor, where the upward dog position, only your palm and feet is on the floor, rest of the body is off the floor. Benefit wise is same, but Upward dog required more strength. It's really it gives you more flexibility, it gives you more strength, but it's required more practice. Okay. Similarly, mountain pose, it looks like an upward dog position, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On that pose, mountain pose basically is very simple. It's like a mountain, like opposite to V shape, where the upward dog, back slightly arched, chest or chin towards the floor, chin towards the chest towards the floor, tailbone facing up towards the sky. Strength wise, flexibility wise, the upward dog or downward dog gives you more, where the mountain pose, feet together in the downward dog, feet slightly apart. Okay, so variation wise or to get more flexibility, you can mix this posture, but traditionally we do only mountain pose in the Hatha Yoga Sun Salutation. Alright, so we were on the Bhujanga Asana, Cobra position, feet or toes on the floor, lifting your hips up, keeping your feet together, mountain pose. Inhale, right leg forward. We started with right leg back, so right leg forward, left knee on the floor, and same. Now, if you do not have enough flexibility and you are finding challenge, because we have to bring feet between the palm. If you are finding challenge on this, okay, I'll demonstrate you with the left leg. So in this, we have to bring feet between the palm. If you are finding challenge on this, what you can do, there's a variation. You can place both knees on the floor and then slightly lift up. So first you start placing knees on the floor. Or what you can do, you can place your feet in a side, then raising your left arm up, and then slightly you can adjust your feet in. The variations you can try based on the flexibility. Okay. So I was on the mountain pose. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee on the floor, and gently look up. So you can try with this. You can try by bending your knee forward, opening up your chest more, or you can raising your both arms up, arching your back. A bit advanced version. Alright? Inhale, step forward left foot, again Padhastasana. Inhale, raise your both arms up, arching your back. Exhale, palm again in front of your chest, Pranam Mudra, and then both arms down. Samastiti. So basically these are the few instructions in each poses, what need to remember, what need to follow. However, based on your practice, based on your flexibility, you can adjust. The good thing in yoga, there is no like a strict rule that you have to do this. Again, based on each person has different body joints, each person has different body type. So based on the flexibility, based on your joints, based on your mobility, you can adjust or you can try the different variation. I always suggest, if you are a beginner, try with or in front of the teacher who can assist you in order to do the proper pose. Alright? So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, any comments, please do write down on the comments box and I will reply to you. See you until the next video. Thank you very much. Namaste.